Got to bundle up tight here today because it is cold out. Do anything I can to block the wind. I'm going to walk through and show you Sarah Major as I leave. Getting all bundled up on gear. Keys, glove, look around, make sure everything else is all picked up. There's nothing here. And let's hit the road. And I've got about a 3-hour motorcycle ride ahead of me here, so. Yep. Bike's all packed up. I'm all bundled up. Saddlebags are closed. Backpack on. Saddlebags are closed. Well, let's get on the road. About as bundled up as I can be. I've got double, triple layer clothes on, long johns, all of my rain gear, a sweatshirt, and a coat, gloves. And it's funny how when you're riding in the cold, how the simplest little thing, one little air leak, will make you cold down to the core. I feel pretty good. I got a little wind right around my neck, right on my chin, and that of course makes the back of your neck cold, and then your brain freezes. It's funny, you know, right when I was packing to come here, I sometimes in cold weather I wear a scarf to block all of that wind around my neck. And I remember as I was packing to come on this trip, I needed room, so I took the scarf out of my saddlebags. Gosh, what I would give my kingdom for a scarf. But really, other than that, I'm not in too bad a shape. You wonder how old these roads are that are made of bricks. And how many bricks it took to make. It really isn't too bad to ride on. Downtown Leesburg here. This is truly small town Indiana. It really kind of embodies Americana as a whole. Some of these old buildings. Well, we had a good training session for Camp Mack training, counselor training. I'm going to be a team leader this year. Looking forward to it. And we're going to be in a camp at Camp Mack. If you want to check out more about Camp Mack, you can look at campmack.org and learn more about the Church of the Brethren Christian Camp up here in Milford, Indiana. There were probably about 50 of us here this weekend that went through training. We laughed, had a great time, ate some really good food, worshiped together, and learned together. And you know, one of the things, I really enjoy it. We talked a lot about how, you know, being a camp counselor and taking a week of your summer, whether you have to use, and I'm one of these guys, I've got to take vacation time off of work to do something like this. And you really do, you spend a whole week up at camp working with kids, and it's fun. It is. There's a lot of of activities outdoors that are fun, but it's also work. You've got to, as a counselor or a team leader, you've got to be 190% engaged in the welfare of your kids. And, you know, it isn't about you on these weekends. It's about them. And so every moment of the day and the night, 24/7 almost, you really have to be thinking about somebody else. It's even really more challenging than parenthood. I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but you know, with parenthood, you know, hey, they're your own children, you're in your own home, you can lock the doors at night, you feel relatively secure, the kids know their way around, and generally everybody's all right. But at camp, there are dangers and risks. There's a lake. The kids don't know their way around. They can get lost on the trails easily. There's just a lot of inherent danger. There's goodness, but there's also risk, and so you just have to be completely mindful of their welfare. And that's really what a lot of the training is about. Of course, you know, we talk about curriculum too, and some of the things that, you know, some of the content of what we're going to be talking about at camp comes up, and you know, that's all good. That's all part of it. But that's what really struck me, a lot of the things that keep our kids safe. The camp has a lot of emergency, you know, we're prepared, you know, for what the plan is in the case of a fire or a tornado or who knows what. Even nowadays, you got to think about stranger danger and active shooters. Of activity went in, a lot of effort into the training to keep the kids safe. It's good. I don't know if you have kids, if they go to summer camp or not, but you know, this day and age, kids spend so much time on the internet and on their cell phones and things that it's really a shame. You almost wish that maybe more people would be able to take their kids to camp so they could get outside and enjoy. Coming now into the town of Warsaw. And there can be quite a bit of traffic in Warsaw, so that's one thing about moto vlogging. You gotta know when to shut up and pay attention. It's a Sunday afternoon, so it's probably not going to be nearly as bad as what it could be during a weekday or something. Feels good to be sitting at a stoplight so I can warm up. Boy, it feels good to stop and warm up. It is really cold today, at least out on this bike. But a cold day on a bike's better than no day on a bike, right? Midwestern Cowboy, this is Iron Horse. Thanks for watching.